48-hour statewide general strike called by 6 joint student bodies disrupts normal life in Imphal Valley on the second day today. One Malom to Imphal flying passenger auto rickshaw catches fire today. Driver and a lady passenger sustained injury. Hunger strike by lady hostelers of Manipur University enters the fifth day. Student protesters reiterate demand for unconditional release of arrested students and teachers. Body of a schoolboy drowned in Iril River yesterday surfaces today. Irate locals storm school premises at Kangla Chingaril. Police assures to probe the case. And Forest Minister Thaunautyam Shyam Kumar warns poachers befitting punishment under Wildlife Protection Act 1972. Hello and welcome to Back News. You're watching Primetime English News and I'm Premi Thangcham bringing you the top stories. Normal life in Imphal Valley was crippled even on the second day of the 48-hour general strike called by the 6 joint student bodies, namely AMSU, DESAM, MSF, KSA, SUK and AIMS. It may be recalled that the general strike was called by the joint student bodies against the recent police raids in the boys' hostel of Manipur University, subsequent arrest of teachers and students of the university, and against the inability of the state government to bring a definite resolution to the months-old Manipur University impasse. General public support to the strike was evident as normal life in Imphal Valley came to a standstill despite the government's order to renounce the general strike. Imphal city bore deserted looks as very few people commuted except for emergencies and government officials. Violating the State Transport Department's directives, no private passenger vehicles operated, especially in Greater Imphal. No inter-districts and inter-constituencies vehicle services operated. All major business establishments in Imphal city, especially at Khairamban, Pauna and Tangal markets came to a halt except for few daily wage earning street vendors. All private educational institutes remain closed today while students fail to turn up for classes in government educational institutes even though teachers and other staffs were present. Government offices were opened and department staffs attended office as usual. Oil palms remain opened. Police personnel were stationed along the roadsides and important places across the valley to thwart any unwanted incident during the strike. No untoward incidents were reported till the time of filing this report. The general strike will end this midnight. A police team led by SDPO Ukhrul district conducted raids at Talui village where a cultural festival was going on last midnight. The police carried out the raids acting on a tip-off regarding presence of supporters of the 48-hour general strike called by 6 joint students' bodies in connection with Manipur University issues. The team raided rooms occupied by journalists who came to cover the event at a Pungton JB school accommodating other delegates. A passenger auto rickshaw commuting from Malom to Imphal caught on fire and met with an accident today on the second day of the 48-hour general strike called by 6 joint student bodies. The auto rickshaw bearing registration number MN01 AB0207 coming towards Imphal caught on fire at Kashampat Mutum Lairak along Waheng Lekai road around 2 this afternoon. Auto rickshaw driver and a lady passenger got injured and were hospitalized at RIMS. The driver is identified as Thingbaijam Rajan, 41 years, son of Lokin from Iringban Mayailekai, and the lady passenger is identified as Khaidim Thoibi, 45 years, wife of late Laimayum Kanta from Sagolban, Khamnam Lairak. Auto rickshaw driver Rajan told media that right after crossing Hodam Lairak, along Tidim Road, a young man boarded his auto rickshaw and sat in the rear seat. The driver said as soon as the young man boarded, stench of petrol was evident and the auto rickshaw caught on fire right after the young man left. Rajan said the accident occurred as he tried to turn direction to avert the fire.
Airport mini thola gaije bajata na pholakpada hodam lek tegi imama mukakhale ro kalum to hodam lek kitang landara ga nipa macham le me nipa macha na kut khalakudagi ma je tong mang na tong ma je khachu phagadabani adu ma je maning tongi phari ba junction laiba sambaki sejida nipi kumdaure thaure thoga na jiki haiba junction kitang landara kan dadi nipa jina sta kumo ge haimadagi jiki haiba nipi ani je ngai ben jing na bani kumdabiro an haire haibudagi ma je hairi petrol je pairaga lakpa je ai manam je chen phau reng wanda ma to bu ure aina junction da level police hai tare ko si manak ta nam thaugen to bu sida mai je chu na halabni na thaugen to bu sida koi octo crossing to bu gai je dum ole dum mai sai ni pa do ji hai pham chong dhara ma je kum chen gre lot kre ai u hogre ai gai ju ole mai dum sai sakana di chero di hai adu bu kari hai ga dum noi di khangre da lai ra bana thanmani na awapan thanmani na sen ki tang kaura bani na kitang phagadran tholo bu di masi to bu thodo je thingjabane wanda.
Examination for diploma in elementary education for 4 study centers in Technopol district was successfully conducted today amid the general strike. The examination was conducted at St. George's High School in More peacefully. General Secretary of CPI Manipur State Council L. Sotin Kumar has asserted that despite the disparate efforts of the state government to suppress the 48-hour general strike called by 6 different student bodies in relation to Manipur University crisis, the public have extended support to the band. He intimated the same to media during a press meet held at the office of CPI Manipur today. L. Sotin Kumar also alleged the government of torturing the civilians to conceal the misconducts of Vice Chancellor A.P. Pandey. He maintained that the government has failed to abide by the MOA. The General Secretary of the party also alleged the government of trying to manipulate the ongoing inquiry by the 2-member committee by hunting down individuals and arresting those who are to give statements to the committee. He urged the government to deliver befitted justice to the varsity crisis and appoint new Vice Chancellor and Registrar in charge acceptable by all.
University kannab hona bataye, Manipur kannab hona bataye. Ranjitori bhai bese, miyam ni yadra bati, moral ground da resign to bhai bese, masi chane bin. Yamni thina resign to raga, adum university se kannab hona rang bata bani. Madu bi ona tena bata, aidi BC with the VROI, aidi Chief Minister with the VROI, aidi adum center ni yana besa the VROI. Haiban sing was home the takat na batar bati, laipasi PMC kari with the gaya. Oza Singh, Punamak ase unconditionally. Moibu khutakta release to gudabani adu moibu thadoktana wari sanasi adu tausi ada tausi haibase masi oibu suya yaroi university sigi mari ne nabi su kaya da top satra kaya masu phajan thabi basingse masi khutakta thado.
The hunger strike by lady hostelers of Manipur University in demand for unconditional release of the arrested teachers and students of the university has entered the 5th day. Hunger protest continued at Ladies Hostel number 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 today. Health conditions are deteriorating for some of the protesting lady students on hunger strike. Some hostelers were even admitted to hospitals and eventually transferred to their respective homes. One of the lady protesters affirmed Impact News of continuing their agitation until the release of the arrested students without any condition. She strongly condemned Chief Minister N. Biren for allegedly blaming the teachers and students for causing Manipur University crisis. The student protesters further questioned if the varsity issue will be resolved with further arrests of teachers and students as announced. She demanded immediate restoration of normalcy in the academic atmosphere of the university. Meanwhile, Manipur Police, IRB and CRPF personnel are being deployed in the university in the aftermath of the upheavals following resumption of offices by Professor K. Jugindro and Professor Shyam Kiso as Vice Chancellor and Registrar in charge respectively. Manipur University, which is the highest educational institute of the state, looks deserted with no classes going on in any departments of the university.
ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯁꯥꯏꯠꯇꯒꯤ ꯍꯪꯖꯅꯤꯡꯕ ꯑꯃꯅ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛ ꯐꯥꯎꯕ ꯐꯥꯒꯗꯕ ꯁꯥꯇ꯭ꯔ ꯋꯥꯠꯂꯤ ꯐꯥꯒꯗꯕ ꯑꯣꯖꯥ ꯋꯥꯠꯂꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯨꯅ ꯀꯣꯏꯊꯤ ꯊꯤꯕꯤꯔꯤꯕ ꯀꯣꯏꯇꯥꯟ ꯇꯥꯟꯅꯕꯤꯔꯤꯕ ꯑꯁꯦ ꯀꯔꯤꯒꯤꯗꯃꯛꯇꯅꯣ ꯃꯈꯣꯏꯕꯨ ꯐꯥꯕꯤꯒꯗꯧꯔꯤꯕ ꯊꯥꯗꯣꯛꯄꯤꯔꯛꯎ ꯍꯥꯏꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯀꯟꯅ ꯍꯣꯠꯅꯖꯔꯤꯉꯩ ꯃꯅꯨꯡꯁꯤꯗ ꯐꯥꯒꯤꯗꯧꯕ ꯋꯥꯠꯂꯤ ꯐꯥꯒꯤꯗꯧꯕ ꯑꯣꯖꯥ ꯋꯥꯠꯂꯤ ꯁꯥꯇ꯭ꯔ ꯋꯥꯠꯂꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯅ ꯀꯣꯏꯇꯥꯟ ꯇꯥꯟꯅꯖꯕꯁꯦ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯣꯕ꯭ꯂꯦꯝ ꯑꯁꯤꯕꯨ ꯁꯣꯜꯚ ꯇꯧꯔꯅꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯅ ꯂꯧꯕꯤꯕ꯭ꯔꯥ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯇꯁꯦꯡꯅ ꯂꯥꯏꯔꯤꯛ ꯇꯝꯕ ꯄꯥꯝꯖꯩ ꯑꯊꯨꯕ ꯃꯇꯝꯗ ꯁꯣꯂꯨꯁꯟ ꯄꯨꯕꯤꯔꯛꯑꯣ ꯐꯥꯖꯤꯟꯈꯤꯕ ꯑꯣꯖꯥꯁꯤꯡ ꯊꯥꯗꯣꯛꯄꯤꯔꯛꯑꯣ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯐꯥꯒꯅꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯅ ꯇꯥꯟꯅꯔꯤꯕ ꯑꯣꯖꯥ ꯑꯃꯗꯤ ꯁꯥꯇ꯭ꯔ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯕꯨꯁꯨ ꯃꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯆꯞ ꯆꯥꯕꯁꯦ ꯀꯔꯤꯅꯣ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯗꯣ ꯈꯪꯍꯟꯕꯤꯌꯨ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯗ
One mother of a girl student studying in class 9 at Free Progress Academy drew attention of the relevant authority to take necessary measures against teacher and principal of the school for allegedly harassing her daughter. Speaking to media at Manipur Press Club today, El Roma, mother of the girl student, stated that her daughter has been undergoing treatment to overcome the trauma of insult and physical torture by the class teacher and the principal of the school. It may be mentioned that the girl student was allegedly punished by class teacher Konthaujam Tamu for drawing during a class by making her stand. She was then beaten by the school principal Laishangbam Indra Kumar in the office, rendering her unconsciousness. The student is now reportedly undergoing treatment with a psychiatrist.
Class teacher na ikai piba gi mathakta principal na mu phubi dana I ija je ngasi di mai masingi maram da sumange adui mathakta ai isa da punsi da amang ba haibu oire ai isa da jing nari ba na basi na maram oiraga ai isa si mange hojik si mama ba oiba khoi da phone tawre angang si masang am de lao na khoi di khang da khoi di numi se labuk ta lai labuk ta gi karaga school da jatpa matam ji da school ji da yai isa si phibam amada leiram ba school gi oza amtana angang gi smai tawdana ma bu phajinu wana kitang phuba saibadagi thokiba thodokni haibagi wahai jiju mama ba oiba khoida kemta haibirakte monday numisida mama nabi ama akoisina kaure smai tawna amta lau ma nare hadana kawba matamsida mama nabi sina phubadagi tawgibani haibaje khoi adu numisida monday numisida khangjareba.
The body of Kaithel Lakpam Dinachandra, student of Laisemba Mahikol, who remained untraceable after he went for a swim at Iral River yesterday, was recovered today. Irate inhabitants and family members of the deceased stormed the school premises at Kangla Chingarel, condemning the indifference of the school authority following the incident. Imphal East Police contained the situation after agreeing their demand to inquire into the matter and nab the concerned authority by today. Dinachandra, a 15-year-old student of class 10, son of Kaithel Lakpam Mekha Chandra from Kwakaithel Haino Khongnembi State in the school boarding. He went out for swimming with his friends at Iril River in Kangla Sagomsang Awang Leikai yesterday and remained untraceable. His body was recognizable as parts of the body were severely distorted, especially around the face and the ears, suspected to be eaten by fishes. Family members said that the school authority informed about the misfortune around 2 p.m. yesterday over the phone. They lamented that the school authority has been absconding since then. Officials of the forensic department, including the magistrate, had conducted medical examination on the body. MLA Nauria Pakhang Lakpa constituency as Subhash Chandra also inspected the school premises and urged the police to nab the school authority and probe into the case. People for Animals Manipur today caught 2 poachers in possession of 25 birds in the adjoining area of Kangabok and Tentha at Thoubal Eco Park. The perpetrators are identified as M. Tombamitai from Tentha Haibung Mamang Laikai and S. Brajamani from Kangabok Makha Laikai. Both were handed over to DFO Thoubal along with seized 11 birds. The live birds are sheltered by PFA Manipur and will be later released by RO Thoubal staffs at Loktak Lake. DFO also fined the perpetrators compounding fees of Rs 20,000. Forest Minister Thongnauchem Shyam Kumar has affirmed to award befitting punishment under Wildlife Protection Act 1972 to a person accused of poisoning wild birds, including wild pigeons. The minister reiterated that no one will be spared if found killing wild birds and animals. Speaking to media at the minister's chamber in New Secretariat Complex today, Minister Shyamkumar intimated that acting on a media circulation about a man killing around 30 wild birds using poisons, Bishnupur police inspected the site in CPI Manipur of Bishnupur district and apprehended accused Komdram Nabachandra, 51 years, son of Komdram Ibocho from CPI Manipur.
Komdram Nabachandra ko was a young Kindi Subanu Pamana, Yamanung Shiatana, Usiexing, Hamadi, migrant rat, Habatare, when a man poison Sinaraga, who Sinaraga, Hatpa. Adamasi, Yamlabutin, Mamangusu. Maling Guina, wildlife, while elementing the Pitribi Guina, Madi, Barsakage, Madi State Government Manipurgi, Trade Department, Lepak Pakuting Maki, environment to guide Amadi Usiagoya, Sanga Chinzi, environment Sagona Laba, Mohsaki can kind of Naga, Tambagi Mayokta, potential Halamba, Yam Labak Tibani. I appeal to media the people of Manipur, please save environment and please save wildlife and wine bars and migrant bars in Manipur.
On that note, it's time for a small commercial break. After the break, we bring you news on the confession of Komdram Nabachandra upon investigating by Bishnupur police. And keep watching Impact News. Welcome back after the break, and you're watching Prime Time English News. Upon investigation by Bishnupur police, Komdram Nabachandra has confessed that he killed the birds using pesticides and insecticides, including Enukron, Superkiller and Novan, as the birds ate up peas grown in his field. He maintained that after killing the birds, he stuck the dead birds on sticks and installed in his field to ward off other birds from feeding on his crops. It may be mentioned that under Wildlife Protection Act 1972, killing of wild animals and birds entitles to a jail term of 3 years or a fine of up to 25,000 rupees or both. An NCC school named New Rising NCC School under the aegis of 65th Manipur Girls First Koi NCC and Air Squadron Wing NCC Imphal was inaugurated today at Kaupum Tampak in Tamenglong district. New Rising NCC School is located inside the campus of Kids Glory School at Gaidimjang. The inauguration was graced by NCC's Imphal Group Commander Brigadier Vivek Sharma. A check for cadets welfare scholarship was also conferred to an NCC cadet holder of the district at the event. 13 Sikh Light Infantry Kaupum unit presented 20 football and Eastern Sports Imphal presented 5 footballs to the school on the occasion. Sikh Light Infantry also organized a free health camp at the event. Socialist Students Union of Manipur SSUM in a press release informed that government school students who scored high marks in the recent class 10 and 12 board examinations conducted by BOSIM and COSIM will be felicitated at Irabad Day at Imphal Thau ground on September 30th. Names of the selected students for the felicitation may be obtained from SSUM office in Kaishampat, Laishom, Laidak. The nationwide strike called by All India Organization of Chemists and Druggists brought blight to patients of the state. Pharmacies in the state remain closed as Manipur Chemists and Druggists Association strongly supported the nationwide protest against the centre's move to regularize online pharmacies, posing threat to business and possible risks of drug abuse. Emergency patients were inconvenienced the most by the strike.
Pharmacy singi thonglon bagi khongjang asina maram oiraga anda doctor singni irakpa hida asi lainana bhonabdang asi yamna awaba mayokne aduna maram oiduna sigumba problem asi paliba government sina amuhanna thoktanaba honani.
Following the footsteps of forefathers of the state who once carried loads and traveled from place to place on foot, 8 tribal bachelors will walk from Kumanlampak to Ukrul town on October 5th. carrying the message of drug addiction free society. Speaking to media at Tera today, co-convener of the event, Dr. T. Chandramani, said the walk rally is organized in connection with the month-long 73rd United Nations Day observance on the theme Peace and Development Through Education, which commenced on September 23rd to be continued till October 24th. The 85-kilometer long journey will be flagged off by Chairman and Managing Director of Salai Holdings Private Limited and submerged on October 5th at 4 a.m.
Lagliba tang mangagi ayuki pung mari dagina kilometer marfu mari sangba Imphal to ukulsi khong na chat gi pandam makak thamli hairiba pandamasi peace and development through education ki saruk amoina naha nipan sina to over gi tang mangagi ayuki pung mari dagi gi Imphal gi khumal lampak tagi khongsa laga ukhul gi town headquarter da kilometer marfu mari sangba se khong na chatkani mayam da appeal tawjanim gadi hairiba khongchat asi support tawiu
8-day model training course on improving resource use efficiency of location-specified refined IFS models and livelihood security in hilly region kicked off at ICAR Research Complex for NEH Region Manipur Center. A press release stated that the model training course is sponsored by the Directorate of Extension, Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare, Government of India. The road from Moreh College to IPC under Technopole District, Moreh subdivision is in a deplorable condition. TL Haizang villages complained on the pathetic road connectivity in the area and urged the relevant authority to look into their plights. Lairinjam Maizrao Gram Panchayat organized the Swachhta Hi Seva campaign sponsored by District Water and Sanitation Committee Imphal West PHED in the Gram Panchayat today. Pradhan Tongbram Mangolzao also launched a cleanliness competition in Ward number 11 of the Gram Panchayat as a part of the campaign launched on September 15 to be continued till October 2nd. Speaking to media, Pradhan T. Mangolzao said that the cleanliness competition was held as a part of Swachhta Hi Seva campaign under Centre's flagship program Swachh Bharat Mission. A cleanliness campaign to be held across Moirang constituency was launched at Moirang INA Memorial Complex today. The campaign was launched on the philosophy of Lamyanba Hizam Irabat, a healthy society, a healthy state, as a part of Lamyanba Irabat Ningsing Kumon Palan. Social worker Thongam Shanti Kuman Leikai Development Committee and Kumam Leikai Women Cooperative Society Limited jointly organized the event. Speaking to media, social worker Thongam Santi stressed the need to keep Moirang constituency a tourist destination neat and clean, especially INA Moirang and the Loktak Lake. She urged everyone in the constituency to take up the responsibility of maintaining cleanliness. Members of Moirang Kendra Progressive Front also took part in the event. '26 Sector Assam Rifles Technopole Battalion under the aegis of Headquarter IGAR South organized a lecture and awareness camp as a part of the World Tourism Day observance at Koatha village yesterday. Speaking on the occasion, Technopole Battalion officers stressed on the need to increase tourist hubs in Koatha to attract tourists. Koatha villagers appreciated Assam Rifles for organizing the camp. Apunba Manipur Matam Ishai Kanglup Amik in a press release informed that the venue for Manipur Matam Ishai Numit 2018 to be held on September 29 and 30 has been shifted from Hapta Kangjibung to the playground behind Gobindaji Temple due to some inconveniences. And now the sports news. Wangoi Kendra Kangkut has entered the semi-final match of the 7th Mangsatabam Iboyaima and Punyabati Memorial Mixed League Come Knockout Kendra Wise Kang tournament. In the second quarter-final match played today, Wangoi Kendra Kangkut defeated Thongju Kendra Kangkut 2011 to enter the semi-final. 14 Kangkuts from different constituencies categorized into 4 groups are competing in the league match at Nandaibam Leikai Kangsang Chinga Mathak under the aegis of Manipur Kang Association and sponsored by Census Director IAS M. Hare Krishna and his family. Kaisamthong Kendra Kangkhut will play against Haingang Kendra Kangkhut tomorrow in the third quarter final match. Thangabat Maintenance Committee TMC, Thangabat Mapal loaded Laimayum Henry on being selected to participate in 52nd Asian Bodybuilding Championship at Ship Chhatrapati Sports Complex, Malunge, Balwadi in Maharashtra from October 2nd till October 8th. Before we end the bulletin, let's take a look at the headlines once again. 48-hour statewide general strike called by 6 joint student bodies disrupts normal life in Imphal Valley on the second day today. One Malum to Imphal playing passenger auto rickshaw catches fire today. Driver and a lady passenger sustain injury. Hunger strike by lady hostelers of Manipur University enters the 5th day. Student protesters reiterate demand for unconditional release of arrested students and teachers. Body of a schoolboy drowned in Iril River yesterday surfaces today. Irate local storm school premises at Kangla, Chingaril. Police assures to probe the case. And Forest Minister Thongnaucham Shyamkumar warns poachers befitting punishment under Wildlife Protection Act 1972.